This is a presentation for the Winnipeg Philatelic Society, Western Canada's oldest stamp club. And it's about national personifications, and particularly national personifications on stamps. Now, there are many national personifications. In Canada, it might be the beaver or it might be Johnny Canuck. But I'm going to focus on female national personifications. And the symbolic depiction of females using the country name in Latin was common in the 19th century. So Britannia, Columbia, Germania, Hibernia, Helvetia. And hence it's more common on stamps of European countries or their colonies. And there are some 80 countries that have such national personifications, but they're not necessarily female. So Great Britain, we have Britannia, and this was the seahorse issue. Some consider this to be one of the first British commemorative stamps. There were 4 issued in 1912 and 1 in 1993. So 5 stamps of Great Britain feature Britannia. New Zealand has Zealandia, daughter of Britannia. Germany, several series of stamps from 1900 through 1920, and this is Germania. Italy, Italia Turrita, literally a female with a crown with towers. Turrita is Italian for towers, and it's the allegory of Italy. Malta, that's Melita from 1899. The United States, there's Columbia or America from 1922, but not many U.S. stamps have Columbia or America on them. France is probably the country that has done this the most. And the first stamps of France, issued in 1849, 9 years after Great Britain did it in 1840, were of series. And there were 3 series ending in 1875. Series, the Goddess of Agriculture. 1877 through 1900, we have Peace and Commerce, a number of stamps. Now, Liberté, the French Revolution, liberty, equality, and fraternity, often appears on French stamps. So there is Liberté. Here is Liberté with the Rights of Man, the Droit de l'Homme, from 1879. My favorite is Liberty consists of doing anything which does not harm others. My liberty ends where your liberty begins. Here is Liberty and Peace from 1900. La Semeuse, the sower. This is one of 3 designs. This is the one with the sun. There's one without the sun, and there's one without the sun, but La Semeuse is walking on ground. As I say, it's one of 3 designs. It was done by Oscar Roti, 1908 to 1930. There are a lot of these stamps, pages in your album of La Semeuse. Peace from 1932. Series again in 1938. Iris in 1939. Iris is the personification of the rainbow and a messenger of the gods. Marianne, 1940. Marianne again in 1944. Marianne again in 1945, and note the cap. Now, Marianne and Liberté are different images. They both come from the French Revolution. Mary and Anne were 2 common French names during the Revolution, hence Marianne, a symbol of the French Revolution. And Liberté as well, Liberté, equality, fraternity. Marianne tends to be young with a Phrygian cap. That was the cap you saw in the last image. Liberté tends to be more matronly and more modestly dressed, but Liberté by Delacroix, for instance, is more like Marianne. And there are many, many images of each, and France has continued to issue stamps for Marianne and Liberté and Lassimo's, just they've continued, and I won't bore you with the rest of them. If this has interested you in French stamps with female icons on them, I'll let you collect the rest of them. So, thanks for listening.